Hello, this is going to be like the assembly manual for the Manitowoc MLC300 Main Boom. It's going to be all video. I'm not going to make a manual for it because it's very simple. So first what we want to do is start out roughly with step number 1, which is grabbing your base here in the rotating bed. And we'll go on to here. We're going to use bag number 9. This is going to have a screw and a washer. See that right there? The trick here is to have a screwdriver that will bite nice, that will allow this to turn but not rock. Solid. Now we're going to take the counterweight tray right here and this part, bag number 10. And put the screws. All right, once these are tight, this will slide right onto the rotating bed. This will then flip around. And then you can see there's a D-shaped hole. The catwalks in, and then the cab, bag number 7. It'd probably be easier to have a needle nose. Okay. Okay, now we're going to put the boom together. Okay, so here's part 15, which is the base, or the butt, however you want to call it. Next section, you're going to have this boom section, which is number 14, number 13, number 12, and then number 11, which is the boom top. So let's put those together. Okay, now that the boom is all together, you can attach the straps. I'll attach those with bag number 1 and bag number 3. The boom will go together with bag number 2 and bag number 3. The screws are a little longer. These are a little shorter. See that? There you go. See? I'll put the other side on. Now what I found on this boom tip are these right here are a bit tricky to get into this position, so you may have to unbolt because it seems like they don't raise up too well when they come down. It's more difficult, so you may have to unbolt and then put them into this position. Now that those are on, we'll come back down to the crane. Bag number 8, pins that we will put into the base to hold the, okay, so now those are in. We can pull on this and it would actually lift up. Now we'll hook these up to the gantry. Okay, so we'll put the boom up, and here we don't want to seat the stops just yet, so we're going to bring them past, and we don't want this going vertical because we don't want to tip it backwards either. But I have the counterweights inside this box. I'm sure you'll be able to figure out a different way of keeping your boom up. We'll put those together. Yeah, so once you have your bolt going through, and we'll put the nut on the end. Dropping things is all part of it. Make sure you have fun when you drop items. Now, this is perfect. You'll see that one is very tight and one is very loose. At this point, you normally call Weiss Brothers and say, why is this? And it is because these are too tight in certain areas. So what I would do is go along and loosen each one of these a little bit. All right, that pretty much fixed it right there. Also, sometimes this gantry can go a little crooked. So if one part you can see right here, just that little bit of motion will make these go crooked. So if it needs to be adjusted, there's screws up here that can adjust that. All right, now what we're gonna do is loosen this drum with a key and run the line through the shivs here, which will bring the boom down, and then we can put these back into where they need to be. So insert the key and start loosening, and you'll notice that the line doesn't go through the shivs properly. And then what you'll do is push up really hard, and it may go, but also I get phone calls that say, well, there's something wrong with this gantry. Really what it is the line is a waxed line, and it doesn't go through the shivs as easy. So what I can teach you is, everyone's gonna be getting a reeving tool set. You can see you put a little hook on the end with like a needle nose pliers. Grab this first string, and what I would do is loosen the drum. Now if you need to loosen the drum and then pull, and now you can see that it did come off on top, and this is nice that we can take this tool and just help it right back on. Okay, now we have this slack. Just grab the second string and we'll pull. And what you're gonna do is slowly allow this first string, line, whatever you wanna call it, to tighten. Take the next one, the next one. May need to get out bifocals for this as well. Nothing wrong with that. Take it to the center. So now this is the 6th shiv that we're pulling the line from, and then one more. This I found is the easiest. Okay, now we have that. Now you can put your 2 fingers up on the top here, and as you push up, make sure the boom has room to come down. Okay, now we'll tighten these down by tightening this drum. And again, if you need to release that by pushing up, all right, well, there it is. Now you can follow the rest of the directions over here. Number 25 is placing on, these are for the counterweights. They actually have like a groove similar to the counterweight. I think, yeah, this way. We'll go on like that. This will go on this side. Of course, you want to unwrap them. This is going to a customer. You can follow steps 31, 32, which will talk about putting all the handrails on. So there you go. Enjoy.